So come on in, take a sip, and let's wind down on The Guardian quick. And it is the evening here in Germany. I think for the viewers over in the UK, we're an hour ahead of you, right? And I can see right now by looking at the Heathrow Airport live, runway 27 left and right, it's still daylight there. So, but it's nighttime here already. So nearing the end of Hanukkah, but what a wonderful time. Candles are lit. And I'm very proud to say that Mr. Will Shortz is back to editing the New York Times Crossword. He was out for some time with a stroke, as was publicly, announced. And so it is just fantastic to see him back. That man has been entertaining me since I started doing crosswords. So excited to have him back. So I wanted to do a quick shout out to Krishna Pandravada, because he really pointed out something to me yesterday when I'd finished. I got a little hemmed up on The Guardian with the bowl thing, and I don't know much about cricket, and he gave me a short lesson on that, and it's just once again proof that the people in this community are just so kind and smart and caring and altruistic. Everybody's just trying to help everybody else understand the things that they understand. And if we all understood the things that everybody else understood, what an amazing world it would be that we lived in, right? But today we are winding down with this fabulous little Dornfelder Rheinhessen. It's a Trocken. It's exactly what you would expect from one too. This is a little chilled because I had it sitting outside for a bit today in the car. So I got it back and it was basically almost like it was in a refrigerator. It's about 6 degrees below centigrade here in the part of Bavaria where I live right now. So it got pretty chilled, but it actually put a nice mellow on it. And it's a nice pale red. It's got a fantastic acid tannin combination, very smooth finish. I would imagine 13% alcohol. But you've got your cassis, your dark stone fruits, and I am feeling like I'm getting a bit of a golden apple or golden raisin out of it. Maybe a slight bit of hay, but it is just fabulous. It's a bouquet on the nose and it's a symphony on the palate. It really is just amazing. So if you can get this wine, wherever you may be, grab it. I think you'll appreciate it. I really do. A little bit more than €1, but it's not over the edge, over the top pricey. So, what the hey, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and hop into our grid here. We have quick crossword number 17052. Okay, we're going to start right here off the bat with an idiot, which I hope is not foreshadowing of some sort. So at 9 letters, I can off the top of my head think of an ignoramus. And knowing The Guardian, it'll probably be that, but let's see. Online network for authorized users. So authorized users tells me this is probably intranet. Any IT people watch this? I just wonder about that, right? It seems there's always got, I don't know. It just feels like there's like some of everybody watching and doing the grids for The Guardian. In the States, it almost feels like everybody who's doing the New York Times is probably an English major of some sort, right? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I guess I really never thought of it, but when I'm getting around these, I think this has always got a little bit of something for everybody, right? There's always something here for everybody. And since we have an I from intranet, I'm going to go with ignoramus. Over my dead body. 2 and 4. Delicacy and skill sounds like finesse. Okay, weak piglet could be the runt, and that's another one of those words that I guess I would have just imagined that only Americans use, which is kind of dumb, isn't it? That sounds kind of dumb, I know. So I guess this could be no fear. Police vehicle. Oh, I know this from my time there in uniform, as a matter of fact. It's a panda car. All right. And speaking of, I've been promising Neil that I would throw this photograph up. This is actually me and the regimental sergeant major. He's Special Air Services when I was in England. See, I have a first lieutenant here, so clearly I think this was in 2006. And I'm standing here with the regimental sergeant major, and it was a real honor to be with him. He was a cool dude, and he taught me an awful lot about the jimpies and all that stuff, right? And took me around on the tanks. It was just really a cool experience. That was the coolest exercise I'd ever been on. It was the best 3 or 4 weeks I'd ever spent in my life in England, you know, just because it was great. I was in uniform, I was living in the officer's mess. It was hot, no AC, but it was still the best summer of my life. I tell you what, I'd give anything to go back to it in a way. So a perch could be a roost. And again, just like yesterday, I'm feeling like this is a really good grid for me, and you just watch me get hemmed up on the bowl or something, right? You know? So we have a comic strip style book. Again, it's as if it's just made for me. Graphic novel. I've always thought if I were to write a novel, it probably would be a graphic novel, but then I think, do I want to put that much work into it? But when you're a writer and an artist, right? You kind of want to do both, but at the same time, it's a lot of work. Born as the king of Israel. Wow. And what do we got now? Let's see. Female from a rural place. Country something, I would imagine. Well, we would call it a country girl in the States. Is this asking for a country woman? Went. Anagram. So, I think I can see, and that would be a newt. So, I guess we got a country woman here. I don't know. I don't know how American women would feel about that. It's like almost as if you'd be calling them old. You know? But then again, you can't even use, you know, like a female alumnus in England. Old gal. That wouldn't go over very well either in the States. You best just call them, hey girl, even when they're like 90 years old. If that's your wife, hey girl, you know, you looking good, girl. That kind of thing is what you got to do. Decamp. Vamoose? Blown instrument. Well, it's a horn. I guess it could be. I guess I need to know what vamoose means in actual English, because in American slang it's kind of a gone and get kind of a thing, right? It's get on out of here, you better vamoose kind of a thing. So I don't know. Thin decorative covering, leftover, 8 letters. Only thing I can think of is residual. And if that's, what is this? Former name of St. Petersburg. Yes, it would be Leningrad. So, yeah, I think this is vamoose, which is really funny. That is pretty funny. So, I guess these could be veneers. All right, still feeling pretty good of it. Southeast Asian land. Well, 8 letters, it makes me think Thailand, but would it be Thailand if you've got the word land in the clue? I mean, if that's an A, yeah, you could have a grief cast. I think of anything to have an O there, and we've got 5 letters, and I mean, it could be theta. I don't see how that would work either. I really feel like it's going to be an A for alpha. And I guess we'll put in Thailand, but I guess I got to learn the rules, because I wouldn't go in the New York Times, but we're not in the New York Times. That's why I have to learn the rules, right? So, hot stuff. Okay. Rabbit tail. Oh, what do y'all call those? I've seen the word. I'm probably going to lose it on that one. Children's party game. 7 letters. Rabbit tail. Isn't it like a scud or something, or a scut? I don't remember. Oh, I hope it'll come to me. Dianthus. Oh, dianthus. That's the pink flower. I've been really trying to work on my flowers because it's an important thing to my darling bride. I mean, she doesn't care if I learn them or not, but I feel like I should know something about them since she loves them. And I don't know. I think this is a scut. I don't remember, and I can't remember enough to give me anything on that. So, okay, so we gotta deal with hot stuff. Hot stuff. I mean, it's so embarrassing. It might be something that I actually know. No. Oh, I think this is Sweet William. Okay. It's not like I remember the flower. It's just that I kind of see the letters forming in between the ones that are filled in. And then it kind of, oh yeah, that's right. That's the name of one of those. So I think these are, this must be like musical. But I haven't got a clue what the 5 letters is. I guess I'm gonna have to guess. I mean, I have no idea. We have games like children's party games, and even adults play this. They're like musical chairs, you know, where you got to go around, but then they take another chair away. So you start with 20, and then you got 19 chairs left, and 20 people have to get to one real quick, and you slowly just weed out. So I don't know. But now I'm asking myself, is this going to be, are these musical humps or musical bumps? And considering the fact that some people could take, speaking of residual offense, to the American slang term for Wednesday, I'm going to go with bumps. Apparently that's a rude word in England and the UK, and I don't want to use it. So, hot stuff. No, chili. Whew. Okay, so I don't know about scut at all. I just think I've heard that, or I read it, and probably since I read so much British lit, probably something I've read. I mean, if I can remember what a scouser is, I think I remember what a scut is. By the way, there's a ton of scousers, self-proclaimed scousers. I would never give anybody that honor. But I hang out in Munich all the time. I run into UK accented people all the time. You know, just going to a bar, grabbing a drink, something like that, you know, and like talking with them after a while. And they're always really well-dressed folks, right, you know, and just kind of having a good time. And they'll say, nah, I'm a scouser. That's right, I'm from Liverpool. And it's always nice to see them. So I don't know. I might be wrong about scuts. In fact, I'm fairly certain I'm wrong about that. And I don't know. I feel like I'm going to be wrong about musical bumps because I have no idea what they are. Vamoose is a new thing for me, maybe, unless that's just what you say about getting the heck out of Dodge is to vamoose, to decamp. But other than that, I feel pretty good. So, yeah, I mean, I don't think I got a win here today, but I think we did it okay for a yank, right? So let's check all. Oh, no. You can't be kidding me. Well, all right. I don't see where I got anything wrong. If you do see where I got something wrong, please let me know. But for the time being, l'chaim. Now I have the pomp and circumstance in my head because I feel like I graduated, right? Cheers. Long overdue. Oh, fantastic. Oh, this is wonderful. Okay. I need to probably start printing these out and just framing them when I get them right like that. Go ahead and out with the old, new with the new. I mean, wouldn't be a very large section on the wall, that's for certain. Probably make a nice little panorama over there next to the steering wheels, right? So, as always, my name is Christopher, and I'm delighted that you're here to solve this with me. This was an awful lot of fun. And again, to Krishna Pandravada, thank you so very much for your assistance yesterday. I do need to learn about cricket at this point. I don't think any self-respecting Anglophile cannot understand the rules of cricket, so I need to get on that immediately. If anybody has the name of a good YouTube channel where they teach it, they do a good job of teaching it, then just let me know the name of it. I don't think if you put a link in the comments, it'll just delete it. I don't think links are allowed, but I could be wrong. But if you got the name of the site, I would love to know. But in the meantime, until we see you tomorrow, ich wünsche Ihnen einen schönen Tag noch. Auf Wiedersehen, tschüss, servus, grüß Gott, ciao, and Cin-Cin. Be good to yourselves. Be great to your neighbors. And be especially good to the person behind you in the queue. Thanks everybody for liking and subscribing, and we'll see you tomorrow for the Wednesday New Year grid. Be well. Take care.